Hello everyone. The ministry team at St Michael's in Flixton are going to offer you a short reflection each week in Advent, and I've chosen this week to read a simple poem for you, which is called The Christmas Guest, and it's written by Helen Steiner Rice. And this is a story about a man called Conrad, who is told in a dream that Christ is going to visit him quite soon on Christmas Day. And of course, what happens is perhaps not unusual, because we can miss Christ, because we're so busy all the time in our normal lives that we have to be careful, don't we, not to miss that wonderful time that we prepare for during Advent, the Christmas season. And so, the poem called The Christmas Guest. It happened one day at the year's white end. Two neighbours called on an old-time friend, and they found his shop so meagre and mean, made gay with 1,000 boughs of green. And Conrad was sitting with face ashine when he suddenly stopped as he stitched a twine, and said, "Old friends, at dawn today, when the cock was crowing the night away, the Lord appeared in a dream to me, and said, 'I am coming, your guest to be.' So I've been busy, with feet astir, strewing my shop with branches of fir. The table is spread and the kettle is shined, and over the rafters the holly is twined. And now I will wait for my Lord to appear, and listen closely, so I will hear his step as he nears my humble place. And I open the door and look on his face." So his friends went home and left Conrad alone, for this was the happiest day he had known, for long since his family had passed away, and Conrad had spent a sad Christmas Day. But he knew, with the Lord as his Christmas guest, this Christmas would be the dearest and best. And he listened with only joy in his heart, and with every sound he would rise with a start and look for the Lord to be standing there in answer to his earnest prayer. So he ran to the window after hearing a sound, but all he saw on the snow-covered ground was a shabby beggar, whose shoes were torn and all his clothes were ragged and worn. So Conrad was touched and went to the door, and he said, "Your feet must be frozen and sore. I have some shoes in my shop for you, and a coat that will keep you warmer too." So, with grateful heart, the man went away. But as Conrad noticed the time of day, he wondered what made the Lord so late, and how much longer he'd have to wait. When he heard a knock and ran to the door, but it was only a stranger once more, a bent old crone with a shawl of black, a bundle of sticks piled on her back. She asked for only a place to rest. But that was reserved for Conrad's great guest. But her voice seemed to plead, "Don't send me away. Let me rest for a while on Christmas Day. So Conrad brewed her a steaming cup and told her to sit at the table and sup. But after she left, he was filled with dismay, for he saw that the hours were passing away and the Lord had not come, as he said he would. And Conrad felt sure he had misunderstood. When out of the stillness he heard a cry, "Please help me and tell me, where am I?" So again he opened his friendly door and stood disappointed as twice before. You see, he was only a child who had wandered away and was lost for her family on Christmas Day. Again, Conrad's heart was heavy and sad, but he knew he would make this little child glad. So he called her in and wiped her tears and quietened all her childish fears. Then he led her back to her home once more. But as he entered his own darkened door, he knew that the Lord was not coming today, for the hours of Christmas had passed away, and so he went to his room and knelt down to pray. And he said, "Dear Lord, why did you delay? What kept you from coming to call on me? For I wanted so much your face to see." When, soft in silence, a voice he heard, "Lift up your head, for I kept my word. 3 times my shadow crossed your floor, 3 times I came to your lonely door. For I was the beggar with bruised cold feet, I was the woman you gave to eat, I was the child on the homeless street." Advent, a lovely time of the year to get ready, for the Lord is near.